guys, Welsknight here, and welcome back to another episode of Kingdoms. We've got Optifine, baby. I have missed my custom skies so much. Well, I shouldn't really say they're mine. They're the skies from the Halcyon Days texture pack, but I have missed these custom skies so much. So excited. Ran into some issues. Didn't realize that Forge causes some issues with slabs and flat surfaces, slabs, bottom stairs, whatever, above chests, preventing them from opening. So I went with the Forge version of Optifine, as I normally do, and realized that none of my chests in the top row opened, so I had to do some weird stuff because I used the multi-MC launcher. But anyway, I'm getting sidetracked talking about things that you probably find boring. So in today's episode, I want to do a couple different kind of smaller redstone projects. The first one, I want to grab some bone blocks here. 6 stacks should be plenty. The first one is I want to make the nano farm, and I've been doing some thinking about it, and I've decided that I want to put it over in a Nona because that's kind of the sensible place to put it, given that, you know, Anona is our farming village. So I think we're going to put it over there. I do want to make sure I grab a couple materials. Let's just grab a little bit of oak because we are using oak over there, and we may need some of that. And maybe a little spruce just in case, because I don't know exactly what materials we're going to need altogether. And then maybe just a tiny bit of glass as well. And that should be plenty. Okay, cool. So let's head over there, and as we're on our way over, we'll talk about a couple of the other things that I want to build. I've basically got 2, maybe 3 redstone projects that I want to do today, all of them relatively small, to be fair. I want to build the nano farm that Etho showed me the other day on Hermitcraft, not the one that he ended up building. Well, kind of. It was the one that he built initially for me, and then it didn't work very well because of server performance, and there's not really anything I can do about that on the Hermitcraft server. But I've tested it out in a creative testing world here, and it works perfectly fine in single player. It's just multiplayer stuff where it gets a little funky, and it's super easy to build. It's like 2 blocks of redstone, so it'll be a piece of cake. And I figure we'll put it over here in the farming village. So right over here, this is our sheep farm down here. Speaking of which, I haven't checked on my sheep for quite some time. Yeah, they're doing okay. They're living just fine. I may revamp that at some time and at some point and go with something a little bit more, a little bigger. Maybe something a little closer to what I've got on Hermitcraft that I built recently. But I'm thinking I kind of want to put the automatic, the farmy thing, the nano farm. That's the word I was looking for. I'm kind of thinking I want to put it down here. I think this would actually be a really good spot for it. So let's kind of clear out this stuff. We'll put this chest maybe here. And I'll put an item frame on it and say, yo, potatoes, you belong there. Okay. So then, ooh. Oh, that was, well, this may still work, because we're going to have, we may just barely be able to make this fit here, and if we can, that would be great, because I think this is actually a really good spot for it. Let me just throw down a torch right here for the moment so you guys can see. So, what I'm thinking, right, we'll have, no, it's not going to work. Because I would need a way to block the light. We could, what's up here? I suppose I could lower this by 1 block? Like you could come down? And then we would have enough space to make it fit. That'll work. Let's do that. That'll be fine. Okay. So, right here, that's where the actual crops are going to grow. Okay? Let's grab that and grab our redstone shulker box. And then we're going to go... I need to dig this stuff out a little bit. And we need to kind of clear some space around here as well. Okay, there we go. Now, back to what I was doing. You go there. And then we need an observer, like so. We need 3 dispensers. 1, 2, 3, like that. And then I need a way to kind of get back here. Boop. There we go. We need a block right... Oh, not a dispenser. Just a regular block. There we go. And then... redstone, redstone. And that is basically the whole thing. It's super easy, okay? Now, I do need... I hope I have a water bucket. I do not have a water bucket. Shame on me. So bad. I should have a water bucket, but no. I have buckets, but no water. Not doing me any good. Let's grab a water bucket. There we go. And then we'll swing down and find a place to put this, because this is where the actual tilled soil itself is going to go. Okay? So... right here looks fine. It can go right there. That'll keep it fertilized or whatever. We'll put a torch back there just to be safe, and then we'll go block, 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 and we can wall that back off. Okay? So, that should, in theory, work. Now, I need 1 more cobblestone. Boop. There we go. We need a crafting bench to go right there. So I can make a stone hoe, like so. And that should become fertilized, or watered, or whatever. You guys know what I mean. Anyway, I digress. And then we'll go blocks. Let's see. Let's just fill that in. Probably blocks like this, right? And then we'll go... because we need a slab to go here. So I'm thinking... let's put this guy down. We'll put maybe another row of bone blocks coming up like this. We'll bring this back 1 more. We'll put a bone block there. I think we'll actually just do something like that. Yeah, that's a little better. And then let's make a couple oak slabs. And we'll go oak, 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 and oak. All right, so this is now fertilized or whatever. Oh, but then I can't actually access this dropper to put stuff in it. So in that case, this actually needs to come down even further. Like so. Because I need to be able to get up there into that dropper. And I can put this here and still access the dropper. Okay, there we go. So that should be functional. Let's just kind of peel torch. There we go. I go bone blocks like that. There we go. That's a little bit better. And then we just need to actually get the floor in there. So I'm thinking we'll just maybe... I'm almost tempted to change like the whole floor in here out for oak. But let's try this first. Let's just make a couple oak stairs. And we'll go like so and like so, right? So, you know, you come down here and yep, that's all good. We can put torches like this. That all seems acceptable. Yeah, I'm thinking we're going to replace the floor with oak. We have like this nice texture variation floor, but the more I think about it, the more it would make sense for the entire floor in this little building to kind of match. So we're going to make some adjustments here as necessary, because I mean, I suppose I could put stone down there as well, but I kind of like the oak. I think the oak is kind of nice. There we go. Do. Need some oak blocks, like that. And like that. And like that. There we go. So a little bit of oak there. And a little bit of oak there. There we go. And then finally, these guys. And there we go. That should be pretty good now. So we can get down here. We can do whatever we need to do. We'll maybe put a torch here and here just to kind of keep it all lit up. And then this thing should basically work. So let's test it out. Let's see if it does. I think it will. Let's just grab a couple bone meal blocks. And we'll do a little bit of that. And we'll throw some bone meal into each of these. That's the observer, not the thing. Try again. There we go. One more stack of bone blocks. We'll fill all of these up like so. And then since this is the place where I keep my seeds, should be easy enough to do that. I'm getting bone meal? I'm getting bone meal. Oh, I put droppers in. Oh, what a fail. What a fail. Those were supposed to be dispensers, not droppers, if you hadn't realized. Wow, I bet some of you saw that I put droppers in there, and you were probably screaming at me, Welsknight, you idiot. Wow. Good job, self. Only I would do something so ridiculous. I can't believe I did that. Anyway, let's try this one more time. With a dispenser? That's better. There we go. Okay. Filled, not filled. Am I still missing... I feel like I'm still missing some bone meal back here. Did any end up over here? No? The case of the vanishing bone meal. I don't know. Maybe some of it got used or something? I don't know. Dispenser. That one, yeah. Yeah, we just had some bone meal that just decided it was gonna vanish. Okay, well, we'll just grab a bit more like so and toss it in. And a little more. There we go. That was weird. Whatever. You know what? It's fine. It's okay. And then let's put a bone block here. Okay. So now, till. Try this again. Go here. Nope. Forgot to wire up the redstone. What you want to bet? Yep. There we go. Yet another simple mistake. I mean, even only I could mess up such a simple redstone creation so much. Okay, there we go. That seems to be working. And then we just put the slab back right there. And then... yes, it works. Beautiful. Flawless. Okay, excellent. So we now have our nano farm. And that will allow us to get lots of wheat as needed. And, you know, sometimes I like to build with hay bales. So this is just something, not something that I need, like, right this very second, but it's something that I've been meaning to build for quite some time to allow me to get lots of wheat very quickly, especially now that we have a mob farm in this world. When I originally built a nano, we didn't. So it's nice to have that just in case I want to make use of it, and there we go. Okay, so that is one redstone project out of the way. Let's move on to the next one. All right, guys, I am back. So... we're here. We're actually in one of the houses in Regnum, in the barracks, interestingly enough, because I think it's a good location since the warehouse is right here. Right over here is where the next project's going to go. It's just going to kind of go down here in the basement. This is going to be one that kind of breaks the lore a little bit, but that's okay. What I want to make here is an automatic concrete, well, I shouldn't call it completely automatic. but a mostly automatic concrete factory, much like the one that I made on Hermitcraft. In fact, almost identical to the one that I made on Hermitcraft. With a slight modification that I'm probably going to add to the one that I make on Hermitcraft. So, I'm not actually going to build most of the redstone-y part on camera, because if you want to see how to do it, watch yesterday's Hermitcraft episode. It was all done right there, and I don't want to repeat it over and over again. So I'm going to do the redstone-y part off camera, and then we'll do the design part of it, the aesthetic part of it, you know, this little staircase that leads down and this room and stuff like that together. So let me get that built, and I'll be back. All right, guys, I am back, and I think I've got it all constructed and made. It's a little bit different than the one I made on Hermitcraft, but not much. It's almost identical. So back here, we've got our redstone stuff going on. Basically, got our hoppers running into the droppers. Why is this torch? Oh, I broke the... Okay, well, we're going to have to fix that. That's going to be problematic. Try again. There we go. So yeah, basically running into this dropper item elevator going up, they run into a hopper that feeds into this chest. You could also do it with the dropper that runs directly into the chest, but I don't find that looks as good. So we got a hopper kind of right there. That's a hopper. So that's the half of the project that I didn't want to show on camera, because as I said, if you want to see the details, watch yesterday's Hermitcraft episode. It's all in there. And I don't want to have a repeat of yesterday's Hermitcraft. What I want to do now is something that was not in yesterday's Hermitcraft episode. This was something that Nembon suggested to me. Nembon MC, of course, being someone who often comments on my videos or sends me messages. I would probably consider him a friend at this point, and gives me tips on Redstone, and he is significantly more Redstone inclined than I am, to say the least. And he said, you know what you should do is you should make it so that when you're here doing the concrete making thing, you have a dropper right here that's spitting more concrete powder at you, so you can just AFK forever. And I was like, oh, that's a great idea. I should totally do that. So that is what we're going to try and do now. Now, this might be a little bit more challenging than you might think, because what we need to do is basically have an input chest right here, right? And it's going to run into a dropper right here. So that's all easy enough. Let's just clear a little bit of space. There we go. And then grab a couple... Where are my droppers? Ah, there they are. Grab a couple droppers. Oop. Like so. There we go. And a couple hoppers. So we have a little hopper chain that goes like that. Okay? So hoppers will take concrete powder from this chest and spit them up over here. Now the tricky part is making it so that this actually properly spits stuff the way we want it to. And how we're gonna do that, that's gonna be interesting, because I could kind of repeat this right here. However, what would happen then is this would keep spitting concrete regardless of whether or not I'm actually ready for it. So I think what I want to do is I basically want to tie this redstone line, this redstone clock right here, to those droppers over there. So whenever this clock is firing these droppers, it'll fire the other ones as well. I think that's probably the best way to handle this. So what we need to do is dig out a little bit here, because we need to basically find where that redstone line is and create like a little pathway to it, right? So let's see, we're over here right now. What we could probably do is just run it from right here, like so, and up into this. And I think I can just do like a thing like that. We will need... Let's bring this over one more. Right? And then I think if I put a torch right here, that should fire and unfire those whenever this clock is going, I think. So, there's one way to test it and find out. Let's go grab some dirt. We'll toss 16 dirt into the chest, right? And those should all flow into this guy right here. Yep. But nothing's firing yet, which is, expected. And then let's stand here. Let's get this dirt out of our inventory so we know that it works. And let's toss 18 stone into the system. And it is spitting. It's working. It's working. I did a thing. Okay. And we did get all 16 dirt. And all of this got into this chest over here. Okay. So I think that'll work. That'll totally work. Because the idea is, this dispenser will continue to spit concrete at you until this chest and all these hoppers, of course, are completely drained. But the concrete that you're making will continue to flow through these hoppers and ultimately into this chest as long as you're continuing to break concrete. And obviously you're going to run out of concrete here from this chest before you're going to run out here from... Oh. Yeah. That'll totally work, though. I was going to say, it won't work for multiple colors at once, because you'd have to put them into your offhand. But for a single color of concrete, it should work pretty well. So let's just cover this stuff up. Make sure that it all still works. Let's do a test run here. So I'm going to toss all of this stuff in here for now. We'll just kind of get it, clear of our inventory. I think we're done with the redstone stuff. And let's take one stack of white concrete for ourselves, and then let's fill that into our offhand and put everything else over here, okay? And I believe we can test this out and see. Yep, we are still getting... Okay, so we are getting concrete, but we're not getting concrete as fast as we're breaking it. We're meeting a reduction. We're slowly running out of concrete. And once we run out, it's not going to go into our offhand. So we know that it's working, but we need to find a way to speed it up a little bit as far as our dispensing speed goes. So... And I don't know necessarily if that's possible. Let's see. This is set to the lowest delay that it can be before it burns out, I think. I believe. I think that has to be at least one extra... I think this has to be set to 2 ticks. Pretty sure, or the clock will burn out. But let's try it. That's definitely keeping up, but yeah, then the clock burns out. That's what I thought. Okay, so we need to set that here. And then it's going to start spitting stuff at us. So I don't know if there's any way to actually speed that up. Short of, putting it on a different clock. So it's not going to be fully AFKable. That presents a little bit of an issue. How can we speed that up enough? And furthermore, where could we speed it up? Because we're basically running this on the same clock as our hoppers and dispensers, so it's going to create a backlog. Well, you know what? Nembon, I'm sure you're watching this video, and I'm sure you'll send me a message and tell me what all the things that I did wrong. Let's leave it at this for now. I want to get this room all kind of prettied up and looking reasonably good, if we can. So here's what I'm thinking as far as the design aspect of it. Let's just toss this white concrete. We'll just hold on to that concrete powder right there for now. That'll be fine. So here's what I'm thinking for the design aspect. Let's grab some nether brick. right? We want to make sure we're standing right here. So what I'm thinking is we're going to make like a little pillar, right? And then up here we'll do a stair. And I also want to cover up these hoppers because I don't like it when you can see hoppers. So I'm thinking maybe we do something like this, right? And then here we put slabs up above and maybe slabs coming across along those lines. I kind of, I don't know. I don't know that I like that. I was thinking I would like that a little bit more than I do. But could also go something like this, perhaps. That's not bad. Yeah, that seems a little better. I like that a little bit better. And then maybe we add like little feet using stairs, right? So you know this is where you got to stand, right here. And we'll put probably like a carpet on top of this, although I'd kind of like a trapdoor right there as well. Do I have any wood at all? Doesn't look like it. Don't have any wood in there. Okay, let's run over to our storage room real quick, grab a little bit of wood, because I want to make a trapdoor or two. And while we're at it, we'll also grab a little bit of carpet. I don't think I can put carpet and trapdoors in the same block space, but we can find out. So you come with me, do a little of that. There we go. And let's see what we can work out for this area, because I kind of would like to have a trap door covering up this hopper, right? So we'd put a trap door like right here, flip it up, and there you go. And then this is where you stand, but then the wool can't go there. Alternatively, we could put a piece of wool here, but then you can see the hopper, and we don't want that. So I'm thinking between the two. I think I'd rather have... Why are you still spitting things? I don't I don't know what's happening. Anyway, I think between the two, I'd rather have the trapdoor up. I think that's a better look. And then maybe we'll put a carpet here, right? So you're like, this is where you stand. I think that's probably the better solution between the two. So then I'm thinking we peel this wall back. Oh, is there like a little cave up here? Yeah, there is. What do you know? Hey, cave. Cool. I'm thinking we kind of peel this back one block. And then we'd have 1, 2, 3. Yep. Good. We grab... I'm just going to put a torch right there for now so you guys can actually see what's happening. And then we fill this in with the granite. Like so, right? And then these walls will do the granite as well. Over... Oop. Come back, you. Like that. There we go. And then this wall, too. Do. There we go. Okay. So that already looks a little bit better. And then I'm thinking we kind of match this pattern over on this wall. So we'll have some nether bricks, like pillars that kind of come up here. We'll put little stair feet on them like so. And then we'll go stair. And here, like that. There we go. And then up here, we'll do slabs coming across, right? So this is kind of the area. And then we could wrap the whole ceiling in that as well. And actually, I think I like the look of that. I think that's a good look. And here, since this isn't actually anything underneath, nope, not a slab. We could put a torch right there and do lighting like so. And for our floor, I think we get rid of the stone. Okay, we're not breaking anything. Good, good, good. I was worried there for a minute. And I just realized I did have a shulker box filled with oak wood. Good job, me. And maybe we use gravel like the unpolished granite, right? The kind of gray cobble. That's not bad. And then up here, we could kind of do the same thing, you know, with a little bit of this. And I think that kind of creates kind of a cool look. I like the look of this. Let's just get it in the ceiling. And we'll take a look at it. Yeah. Yeah, that's nice. It's got this kind of dark and almost industrial sort of vibe to it, which I quite like, actually. I think that's pretty good. Okay, so now what we need to do is we need to figure out our stairway leading down, because this obviously is not acceptable. And I think we're just going to kind of continue with that same general pattern, right? So we'll take our granite walls, and then I think we're going to try and kind of blend it here. So this, for example, will become spruce planks. That one doesn't have to. We'll grab a crafting table, make a few spruce stairs, and we'll go spruce stair, spruce stair, spruce stair, spruce stair, right? And then here, coming down like that. This block we'll replace with a proper, actually we could just use a spruce slab there. So I got a little staircase that leads down like so. And then I'm thinking all of this, right? All these visible little spots right here will probably go with the granite, which I happened to find quite a lot of while I was digging this out, actually. So it works out pretty well. And it looks a bit more intentional than what we had in there prior. Okay, so it's like this. I got a little concrete that's falling, but that's okay. Break these guys out too. Oh, there we go. Yeah. This is totally gonna work. Awesome. Okay, so let me get the staircase finished up, and then I'll be back. All right, guys, I am back, and the staircase is all finished up and looking pretty good. I should also take this stuff with me to get it out of my inventory. You know, I'll never find it if I leave it there. I'll forget it's there. Anyway, the staircase is good. Real simple. Nothing fancy, just granite all the way down. Get down to here, opens up into this room, torch. You've seen this before, so we're all in good shape. But we do have to get into the comment or question of the day, and today's is from Nexus404 and he says, never ever put redstone on grass blocks or any of the other blocks Enderman can pick up. One day the machine will be broken and you will have a horrible time trying to figure out why, since you have forgotten how it works. That is a great tip and something that I have not gotten into the practice of doing. And it's probably going to come back and bite me at some point. So, guys, in the future, if you see me doing redstone and you see me putting redstone on top of things that can be broken or picked up by an Enderman, potentially thereby breaking my redstone contraptions later, please leave me a comment and let me know so I can go back and fix it, because that's a habit I need to get into for sure. I can only imagine the amount of misery that would be involved with trying to figure out why a contraption doesn't work when it's because, an Enderman came and grabbed one block and broke the entire machine. So please, if you guys see in any of my videos me doing redstone, whether it's in Kingdoms or in any other series for that matter, if you see me putting redstone on grass blocks, please leave me a comment and let me know and be like, you idiot, Enderman will pick up that grass block that you left at this timestamp. And then I can go back and fix it. But anyway, guys, that is going to do it for this episode. I am out of time for this one for sure. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and leave me a comment. I do appreciate it, and it really helps out my channel. You can also find me on Facebook, Twitter, and Twitch. There are links in the video description below, so check that out as well. Otherwise, guys, thanks for watching, and I'll definitely see you next time.